And now, back to the Nick DiPaolo Show on Sirius XM, Faction Talk 103.
Oh, is that what it's called, Faction Talk?
Holly came from Miami, FLA.
How good a song, huh?
Hitchhiked away across.
Is there something wrong with this mic?
Yeah, what is that weird noise?
It sounds like there's problems with the plane.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Should I take this one over here? Yeah. Is this better?
What the hell is that? Somebody letting the air out of a balloon.
It did. It sounded terrible.
Sound like Jerry Jones's lungs. What? After taking a knee.
Taking a knee. That's
Taking
beautiful.
a plastic knee.
Yeah.
Guy's in his late hundreds, for Christ's sake.
You know what was great about that? By the way, I'm Ron Bennington. What was great
I was
about...
gonna just...
I know, but...
Oh, come on.
The mic fucked up. It wasn't you.
Well, that's my producer. He fucking... He set it up.
Boom, 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 boom. It's like the Deuce. Have you seen the Deuce yet?
No.
It's Times Square in the 1970s. So, like, right around the corner would be the fucking scariest place in the whole world.
The Deuce?
The Deuce, it's called. For some reason, and I got this from...
What is the Deuce, a movie?
Yeah, well, it's a TV show. It's an HBO...
Oh, how many shows are out there?
Too many.
I'm still on the Brady Bunch. I'm a little behind.
Who did you identify with? Which brother?
Oh, Christ, the little kid. No, I didn't identify him. I wanted to fuck him. Listen, what? You can't talk like that. Well, I can. But no, I identified with the girls. I was in love with Marsha Brady. I went up from the older broads. Even when I was 7, I loved Marsha.
Yeah, Marsha was unbelievable.
She was just
stunning.
Yes. And then you read about her like real life. She was doing coke and shit and getting banged by... Ann B. Davis got a piece of her in the ladies' room.
Like everybody else that grew up in her times, though. You know what I mean? Like
that's right. So the Deuce, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, the Deuce. Now I didn't never heard this nickname. 42nd Street. They called the Deuce. Did you ever hear that in New York?
Well, I walked the streets for a few years, and
I walked the street.
No, I
didn't.
didn't.
Nick DiPaolo covers the waterfront, ladies and gentlemen.
You could do what they do.
I know I could.
You know, you come in, he does this shit. I sit here for fucking months, he doesn't pull anything.
Well, we do this all the time.
Oh, kiss my ass. You pull up articles.
Oh, we are.
All right, this adds nothing. Shut up.
Yeah.
Okay, that does nothing unless you're watching it. But what is the Deuce for the 9th time, Ronnie?
It is about the start of the porn business in Times Square in the early 70s. So if you're a New York person, you can watch this and go, which is, holy shit, these same streets where I would have been killed. We would have been probably killed coming to this job sooner or later.
Well, Colin Quinn has made that clear to me many times about the 70s, and it was no place to fucking be late at night walking through, even Hell's Kitchen or Times Square.
And there was a George Carlin thing. I guess in the 80s, there was a George Carlin special, and he was in his old neighborhood, which is right up near Columbia. And he says to people, how do I get to Times Square? What train do I take? I'm going to, because he was playing Carnegie Hall. And they go, you can't take a train. You cannot get on a train here.
What does that say about the people of color?
Well, I didn't say that they were black. That's where you leap ahead, Nick. These were white people.
He couldn't get on the train because they were white?
Yes, there was so many white people.
You're so full of shit, Ronnie.
He couldn't get on a train.
You're so full of shit. You know exactly who it was.
It's
the same people that threaten your life today.
Why?
I kid, folks.
Why?
Well, because it wasn't white people. Go ahead.
Now,
Spanish Harlem, they called it.
Yeah. Spanish Harlem. Well, he called it White Harlem, but you were right. It was Sunnyside, but he lied.
Was it Sunnyside? I just threw that out.
Yeah, I think it was Sunnyside or something Heights. Maybe it was something.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's Columbia. What is it? It's got the word sunny in it. Brendan knows.
Morningside Heights.
Thank you so much. Brendan, well done. He knows. He went to DeVry.
Am I crazy, or does Brendan belong in this room? You know what I mean? With you,
I've been telling him that he should be answering. Look how serious he gets. Look,
he doesn't like it.
Like a little girl. I fucking make fun of him.
I fucking hate the way you make me fucking ride you. Now get the fuck out of here.
It was among the Italians. It was real greaseball shit.
It's constant now. He got the one laugh, and he's like, "Let's keep going."
Yeah, don't step on my shit either. Go ahead.
Do you miss the bonfire? Do you wish?
Now I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, go back there. Fucking Brendan, you'll be in that seat in 5 minutes. And that was Ron's idea, by the way.
There's something about the kid, though. He's hungry. You got to give him that.
He's hungry.
He does. He makes the podcast out of this show. The guy finds me booze and glasses. Reading glasses?
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't look healthy that you're sitting here with Diet Cokes and a beverage that I'm not going to mention.
I had a tough commute in here. I'm not shitting you. I went to get gas. I come in from Westchester, right?
Yeah.
It'll take me 48 minutes to get home, right at night after the show. Took me an hour and 20 minutes to get in. And I was running low on gas, so I go to a mobile station on 11th. Ask me how long it took me to get from 11th to my parking garage on fucking Broadway and 52nd. How about fucking 30 minutes?
Wow.
This city's broken because we have a moron running it. But go ahead, your thoughts.
Well, first
about
of all,
Deuce.
by the way, there's been no time that driving a car or parking or moving in the city has ever been good.
Again, not true.
When there was nothing
Because
but horses.
First of all, you weren't driving when Mayor Giuliani was here, were you?
Mayor Giuliani.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember the streets were wide open and everybody could just
They were
walk.
not. They were not.
Can I tell
but
you
they
something?
were. First of all, Times Square wasn't a fucking place for white trash festivals. People laying out in lawn chairs. Those are all roads.
Yeah.
They weren't bike fucking lanes, so it did work a lot better, Ronnie. Let's be honest.
Let me tell you about your mayor. He lost the fucking towers for the city, okay? That's all we asked you to do.
You're going to blame Giuliani for that?
We asked you to do one thing, Mayor. Protect the South.
That was
the towers.
Bush. That wasn't fucking Giuliani.
Giuliani never even seen it coming. Put some fucking turrets down.
You gotta be kidding me.
Put some turrets down at the bottom.
Why don't we blame fucking Dinkins for that?
Yeah.
That's when it was planned under the fucking Dinkins.
It was not a long plan.
It was a long plan.
They planned
Come
it that
on.
morning.
Huh?
They planned it that morning. 3 guys in box cutters coming out of Boston.
They probably did.
Yeah.
They got up, fucking all hungover from a titty bar in Revere.
So you love Giuliani.
Of course I love Giuliani. And so did everybody that lived here.
Yeah.
Except for you. Were you here? No,
Yeah, I was here. I was here when he lost the towers. I wasn't here when he first
Is
got
that all you
elected.
got? You're blaming the towers
no,
on
I'm
him?
not saying.
You
I'm just
gotta
saying
be fucking
everybody's
kidding me.
responsible for the good and bad that happens under their watch.
Well, okay.
We had 2 beautiful towers.
But why is that not blamed on, like, George W. Bush? Doesn't the feds have any?
No, that's a city problem. Okay? That is a city problem.
Well, that's actually a good point. Oh, my God.
Thank you, De Niro.
That is a city problem. Like it's sanitation. Goes on terrorism, sanitation.
Wouldn't that be great if it was that people brought that up to him all the time and they were harassing him about it?
Giuliani?
Yeah.
Oh,
that would
my
be
God.
fantastic.
Can you imagine? That would be funny, his reaction.
What happened to him? It seemed like he was with Trump every day, and then Trump pushes him out of a van.
Ask you that.
I don't know.
I was going to ask you that.
Somebody told me
Skeletons in his closet?
Somebody said, and I never know with the Russian thing, but they already said that Giuliani fucking flipped, and that's why no one brings him up and no one sees him. Because
He flipped about what, the Russian thing?
whatever he knows, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't even have to be the Russians anymore. It could be just money laundering, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if they're setting out to get Trump, you're not in the real estate business in New York
Right.
where you haven't had some money laundering. You know?
Absolutely.
It's part of,
Yeah. But well, so you're saying obviously Trump has skeletons,
but everybody.
but
in his
Giuliani,
job- Oh,
definitely.
Giuliani, of course he does.
But
you
that's
know?
why he was a fucking kick-ass mayor.
Yeah.
He ran the grease balls out of the Fulton Fish Market.
It's gone. The Fulton Fish Market's gone, and they put.
I know. I get fillet of fish now.
Yeah, well, I think don't you got to go to the Bronx? I think it's
Yes.
the Bronx, and they still call it.
You have to go to Arthur Avenue.
Yeah, is that where it is? Arthur Avenue?
I don't know. I just threw that out
I
there.
know.
Sounded good.
Because everyone's always telling me, you like Italian food, you got to go to Arthur Avenue, please. Please, you'll be my guest there. They just say it constantly. And I go, just bring me some food down from there. Don't make me go all the way up there.
I never been to Rayo's. You?
No,
It's impossible to get a seat.
But
Unless you know
Jenny
both.
Hutt, who works her dad has had a.
Who's Jenny Hutt?
She's a personality. You guys have met her before?
Yes.
And her dad is, her brother's Brian Koppelman, and her dad was running a big record companies. And he's had a table at Rayo's once a month since like the late 70s, early 80s.
So he's a player, this guy.
Yeah, he's a player. You know what I mean? And you could get a hold of Jenny, and she could get you in there if you want
You're
to.
kidding me.
No.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Producer, write that down, please. I'm dead serious.
You know what? I've never brought this up to you, but there was a certain dinner that you went to before that I was invited to the same night, and I said absolutely not because I don't need the trouble.
That would be.
I'll just say I'll give you a hint. A bulldog brought you to this dinner. A bulldog.
You mean a pit bull?
A pit bull, yeah. A pit bull.
Go back, baby.
Huh? You guys, I'm lost.
You don't know the comedy pit bull?
Oh, Jesus!
I know.
Yes.
I even know what you're talking about.
Was a fucking dinner that you could show up in the fucking paper for.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I put it on Twitter.
I know you did. You did.
I waited till other people did, though.
Yeah.
I waited till Slayton and everybody else.
Of course, Slayton doesn't care. He's not like you. He's not a respectable person. Anything could happen to Slayton, and it's fucking, water off a duck's ass. You know what I mean? He's already living on the outside of society. His best friend is Flathead. I know these guys. They're fucking 2 packages away from being a corpse.
I love Slayton. And
he's the best.
And Woody was there, and Slayton's just trying. Let me tell you something, Woody. You fucking, you like pussy.
Dude, he came back. Woody put him in that TV show that he did. That fucking is it like a Netflix or Amazon show, right?
Yeah.
And he flew back like days after his wife had died. He goes, "My wife said that she wanted me to do this. It was really important, and I'm going to be here for it." And then I turned the thing on, and it's just like, "Hey, Woody. Hey, Slayton," and he's gone. You know what I mean? That's how much he got to do.
Is that right?
Yeah, you know how that is.
I didn't. Well, it was a Jew thing. I thought it would help each other out. Look at Brendan cringing over there. The fucking millennial snowflake
what
from
is
Kentucky.
your problem?
I mean,
with the
he acts like it's
people are
terrestrial.
Jews.
He acts like it's terrestrial radio. He cringes at every little off-color remark. Understand?
People are Jews.
8 o'clock. Nobody's listening.
When you're in New York. Hey, why won't Trump do anything to help the Puerto Ricans? I know you love Trump, but
Because he's got his hands filled with the fucking Texas and the Florida
run
massacres.
some water down there, man. Those people are in trouble.
Water. They're up to their tits in water.
No,
they don't
you're
need
good.
water.
Fresh water.
Send them some soap. Oh, for the love of Christ, everybody. It's a joke. I know. Puerto Rico got nailed, the poor bastards.
You
And
ever
by the
been
way, they're part of our...
They're Americans.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
It's like you and I.
No, I know.
Why did you wink then?
I didn't. Son of a bitch. This guy knows all the radio tricks. I didn't fucking. Can I just.
Yeah.
The unmasked thing?
Yeah.
That was the funniest moment. Nobody's never nailed me non-verbally.
Right.
We were talking about music. I go, I fucking hip-hop. It started to suck when hip-hop and fucking Ron just goes, boy, the way Glenn Miller play. Which was the funniest, most beautiful stick in the... I had no comeback.
But you know what? Here's the truth, and I love music too, and I cannot... I mean, it's been around long enough that I should
And you
have
know your
favorite
stuff.
hip-hop things.
Yeah.
I can't relate. It's just... it's something different to me.
Really? I'm going to Rick Ross's birthday party out in L.A. on Sunday.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah, boy. I like Snoop.
Yeah.
I like Snoop.
Right.
Out of all the hip hop, he actually has some melodic. He has some talent.
What's yours? Gin and Juice? Is that your song out of all
that's
it?
old.
Yeah, I don't know what anything is.
I don't
call
either.
every song Gin and Juice.
His new album's Diabetes.
He's been around a while.
Hypertension up in this motherfucker, yeah.
First of all, that's the funniest thing that ever just happened. That was seeing you do that was. I'm glad that I stepped in. Now, by the way, I wanted to ask you because I've never had a chance. Do you like being on later at night? Is this fun?
I do like once we're in the studio and the show star. I do. It's got the night feel to it.
Yeah, I love night radio
and
too.
Yeah, and I'm a comedian. But I be honest with you, because of where I live and the commute, I really enjoyed leaving my house at about 3:30 with nobody, and it was beautiful coming in. But now I'm catching traffic and.
But when you get home, like your town must be just like dead, right?
Oh yeah,
everything's quiet.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like going to where Brenda grew up.
Where'd you grow up
Kentucky.
in? Kentucky? Well, why would you? Oh, you just cringe because he said Jew. Just the word. I thought that he was worried that you were being, anti-PC, but just hearing that name.
I'm pro-Israel. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I absolutely
Why are
love
you
the Jewish
pro-Israel?
people.
Oh, because you really don't like the Muslims.
Is that how that works out?
Yeah.
No, I don't like the fucking Palestinians.
Yeah. Them in particular. What did they do?
I don't want to get into the whole map thing, but we can do it after the show.
Okay.
Something to do with the 67 borders. I'll explain it to you right after the show.
My dad loved that war. He would bring it up all the time.
Your dad would?
Yeah, my dad was. What was it, like a 3-day war?
Yeah.
And then my dad was like this. 3 days later, the war's over. I'm like, I know, Pop.
3 or 6.
Yeah, it was something really fucking
It was like a wild card game in baseball.
It was a walk-off. Israel hit a fucking walk-off.
It was a walk-off.
Yeah. Now, the knee thing, right? You have to be loving this because it doesn't make sense. It's just pure Trump has stirred up this pot in the craziest way.
You're saying Trump stirred it up. It all started with the jerk-off that was in before Trump. All the racial tension. He raised it tenfold.
No. I know
the activism and the social justice warrior horseshit. That started with the Muslim. But I'm
saying the other day. I'm not saying I'm not saying racist, but the other day
in Alabama when he said them sons of bitch. But how about their breaking? I love how we're parsing words now.
Yeah.
Sons of bitch. So he was calling their mother's dog.
Right.
Really? Have you ever heard anybody break down the phrase sons of bitches like that? I mean, come here, fucking bro. Players have a right to fucking do it.
Yeah.
That's America, baby. Protesting. Trump has a right to say you're assholes for doing it, and that's you know.
But does Odell Beckham have the right to act like he's peeing like
on
a
a
dog?
hydrant?
Well, you're gonna saying like, oh, something's offensive. This guy, and I was watching the game because I'm a fucking Eagles fan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, first he wasn't like walking like a dog. He was spider walking, and then he just lifts his leg. It was the funniest, stupidest shit.
You know what's funny about that? But then he came out and hinted it was about Trump, right?
Yeah,
he hinted that. Which again, if imagine if a white receiver said, "Well, I did that to Obama,"
But I would also say this: can we agree that Odell Beckham is like Tracy Morgan of football? Like,
yes.
No one knows what he's talking about.
I get him pregnant. No, you know what? And here's the thing, Ronnie. You'd think as I get older,
right,
and closing in on death, I sort of like. I like the way the brothers don't take it as serious.
Oh, really?
And the dancing and shit that used to bother me.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It kind of, because I think a lot of these athletes take themselves way too serious.
And you like to see them do a little dance?
It doesn't bother me like it used to. As I get older, I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Something about, I don't know. I think we're finished as a nation anyways.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sort of enjoying the ride.
Yeah.
And, but another part of me would like to see like a Tom Coughlin type guy grab him by the face mask and go, grow up, jerk off.
Right.
But I'm
You don't mind when they take the ball and they dial it like a phone and they're acting like they're talking. What are you doing, dude?
I kind of like.
Yeah. But this was the funny thing of Beckham when he did the dog pee. It was a 2-yard catch. You know
is
what I
that
mean?
right?
Yeah. I mean, it was just not a spectacular play.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was just a tiny pitch and catch at the end of them moving the ball 99 yards without him. And then he's taking all of the fucking happiness.
Because he grew up without a dad.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They need the attention. I don't even know that either.
Yeah. I thought his dad was David Beckham.
There's been rumors.
Yeah,
he tapped Whoopi Goldberg. 866-969-1969. Talking to the legendary Ron Bennington. I think I'm sitting in his chair, actually, and this is odd. It's like...
No, this at night, that's your chair, my friend.
I know, but...
You are, as we call you in radio now, the King of Nights, or the Night of...
King of Nights?
Yeah. And then we're
I'm
also
going to make a T-shirt.
We were calling you the Night of Radio. The people are loving you.
Are they?
Now. Yes.
How do you know, Ronnie?
I mean,
you told me yourself. I said, how do you know how well you're doing? He goes, you don't.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of it. Do you feel like you're doing well?
I do.
Then you are. That's the beauty of satellite radio.
I felt that way about my stand-up career 20 years ago, too, and here I am. Hey, let's go to Brian in Philly. He's got a question for the legend Ron Bennington. Yeah. Brian, what's going on? Say hi to Ron.
Mr. Bennington, it is an honor, sir.
Oh, for me as well.
Well, you should be. I'm Brian Gilgul from Brain on the Brink. I run a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
That's terrific,
great,
Brian.
Yeah.
Good shit.
That's good stuff, man.
Thanks, Ron. How many episodes have you listened to?
Hey, Brian, what am I not here? Cocksucker, go ahead.
We're both here. And we were talking about you during the commercial break. And we're like, I said, there's this young podcaster in Philly. And he's bringing the heat right now.
Nick doesn't like me because I'm an extreme left-wing podcaster.
No, I could sense it from your arrogance talking over me. You're such a passive-aggressive bunch of assholes. But go ahead. Say hi to Ron Bennington.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ron. So I was wondering if you would take up my challenge to come on my show and debate me.
You smug cocksucker.
Yes.
Fuck you.
Yeah. I will be there. I've always wanted to get on a podcast, and And I think it'll be great. Where do you do this at?
His kitchen.
I do it. Sometimes I do it in my car. I just have a Zoom recorder. It's a Bill Kristol podcast.
Yeah, I'll come down to your car with you in Philly.
I'm into headlamps. I go walking at night and talk.
Yeah, I'll be on that.
You probably heard of me because I fought Josh Robert Thompson, the robot, on Craig Ferguson.
Well,
did you?
Yeah, I was talking to Craig about that.
I thought it was a drug.
Yeah, but well, it's one of them has a mixed martial arts background, the other is a pure boxer. I mean, who knows how that's going to go? Well, congratulations to you, my friend.
Hey, Brian, did you win?
Oh, dude, we trolled them so hard, man. We got them so good. Me and the Brainiacs, or the Gilgul girls, or the Brinkers, all my fans, they're my army of trolls.
All right. Well,
all right. I love Bennington, man. I love you. Hope you come on my podcast.
Yeah, I'm going to come on your podcast, and we'll debate each other.
All right. Okay. Bye.
Yeah, go Trump.
Yeah.
Fuckface.
You
fucking pompous cocksucker. Fucking die in your sleep. Go ahead, Ronnie.
By the way, there's nothing that could take you off the Trump train. You're staying on, right?
Goddamn right. He's a breath of fresh fucking air. If it ended tomorrow, he did what I wanted him to do, and he said what I wanted the last 19 presidents to say, that the media is corrupt and full of shit, and they control everything. And, I fucking refreshing. One of my favorites, and I love how he plays the media like a violin.
Now, tonight, I mean, I haven't seen yet, but there's that runoff.
Between Moore and...
Yeah, Moore and the other dude.
And Moore was losing, right? Was he behind?
And he was the more traditional, but Steve Bannon had backed the other guy.
Luke is strange or something?
Yeah, people are strange. We're going back to that Jewish thing that we loved earlier. So, I mean, it's all, you never know what's happening. You're a good singer, too. By the way, I love your logo. Who did that for you? Who did the logo?
We had a kid from the Schreiner Center, special ed kid.
Polio?
Yeah, Paulo Charsky.
All right. See if he wants to go and do a podcast with me in Philly. See if he can drive.
Got it.
Because I don't want, you know what I mean? I don't mind going down and doing it, but I don't want to go out of pocket for it, And I don't know what it pays.
That guy, I answer his call. He doesn't say hi to her. No respect.
No.
Still bitter about the thick ankle dog face. I mean, these people.
Oh, she was in the other day. Do you know that?
Yeah, she was in. What I heard. What is she talking about? Her time with the Dallas Cowboys in the 70s?
The 70s.
Wasn't she a nose tackle? That's fucking dumb.
Yeah. Well, she played. I mean, the thing is, people forgot her because of Too Tall Jones. You know what I mean? Like, you. I mean, where was your eye every time you watched that defense?
It was Too Tall Jones and Randy White.
Now they all took. This is the.
Did you give me a?
I don't know if I'm the last person who still hates the Cowboys because they haven't been good and that long, but I hate them like it was the 70s. I haven't changed. I stay with that. And when they knelt and then stood up for the anthem, I go, you've done nothing. Nothing.
No. Yeah. That was like cowardice.
Yes, it was.
Absolutely.
Which are you?
I was going to say take a stand, but I mean take a knee.
Jerry Jones said, and I don't know whether this will work, next week they're doing the mannequin challenge. And I'm like, you're just fucking... You're being trendy right now.
I put a picture. Those are my best tweets a couple months ago.
Yeah.
You know that picture of Stephen Hawking in his chair? I go, okay, enough of this fucking mannequin challenge.
You're edgy, Nick.
Not
You're edgy.
Oh, fuck that guy. He's rich, famous, writes 10 books with his tongue. I have all my failing, all extremities.
Yeah.
I'm a nice chair. I can't get a pamphlet out.
I like the cheaters. Well, now, you guys have these little signals that go back and forth, huh? You got to do a break before the end of the show?
Oh, he belonged to the Crips. He lived in Modesto for a few years.
What are you breaking every half hour here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Why not? We have a lot of advertising.
I break it at the end. I put 18 minutes.
Why?
Worth
Because I'm by myself normally.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you like a little time for yourself.
Yeah, I'm going to talk for an hour straight. I can't even do it for a half hour.
And you guys won't bounce off.
I can't rely on my daughter.
Neither one of you two pricks will bounce off. I can't rely on my daughter. By the way,
we had in here.
By the way,
dude, you raised seriously, she is such a bright, funny, smart, nice. You ought to be proud of yourself.
You know what's great is first of all, you guys were great together, and I love it. But somebody did our show like a day or two after, and they were a very liberal comedian. And when they left, she goes, I'd rather spend my time with Nick DiPaolo, who's funny with it. Rather, you know what I mean? Like this person.
Say that person's name.
No, everybody knows.
Was Marin in town again?
No, it was pre 9/11 fucking Dennis Miller.
Hey, babe, let me tell you something.
Babe, now that this has happened, I'm with Bushy 100% of the way, babe. And everybody's hated him after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not me.
Yeah. I know.
Fucking
Then
love
you
him.
were finally on the bandwagon.
No, I loved him when he was liberal, too.
Yeah, me too.
His black and white special still one of my favorites.
I like both of his stuff, and I bring him up now, and people act like, what happened to Dennis Miller? I go, he's still funny.
Yeah.
He hasn't changed.
No.
Yeah.
I like him a lot, really. Let's take a break. It's the legendary Ron Bennington. I know you notice his voice, and we have another half hour with him, which is beautiful because I'm tired of talking about, these stories that was
straight out of the news. Huh?
Straight out of the. I'm tired of it. It's a retarded world. We'll all be dead in a few minutes. 866-969-1969. Back after this. 9 this Friday at 2 p.m. Ron's Unmasked with Pamela Adlon. Premieres at 2 p.m. on this Friday. Who I love Pamela because I know her from the Louie Show.
Right.
I call her the poor man's Demi Moore.
Oh, I like that name. I wish I would have known that.
Yeah.
There's something about her. She's very funny. Have you seen the new show?
I haven't.
She has directed all the episodes this season. From working with Louie, she's like, okay, I see how he does it. I get it. So her and Louie are writing all the episodes, and then she directs them all.
Oh, he's involved in this too?
Yeah, he
What's the
produces
name of the show again?
It's Better Things is the name of it. It's just basically her life with her kids, blah, blah, blah. But she was telling me that her and Louie write on Skype, and then...
for Christ's sake, now they're just showing off.
Yeah. And it's funnier than the show that they, hired 12 people to write for. You know what I mean? It's just a really
She's
funny,
talented.
great show.
I like her. I like Pam a lot, man.
I know.
Even with the Lucky Louie thing on HBO.
That's where, did you ever see Californication? She was on that show, too.
A little bit of
Really?
Californication. Tony Soprano's favorite joke, Californication. It's a dangerous situation.
Do you miss him?
Oh.
Do you miss him so much?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Did that break my heart?
That was for Italian Americans. That was their JFK dying. You know what I mean? They know where they were.
Well,
when Tony
it's
Soprano
funny you say that.
Yeah.
That's so funny you use that analogy because I say it's when we found out Travolta was gay. That was our JFK.
Yeah.
But you know what? I like yours better.
That's the Travolta. I lived down in Florida, and that's where Scientology was, right?
Yes.
And there was a
Sarasota.
health spa there, and they said that Travolta used to come in every day for a 2-hour massage, and only dudes would massage him. No chicks. That was his rule.
I do that up in Austin.
Just have a guy come in and give you a rub down.
Yeah.
An old fashioned rub down.
Big Italian named Al. Got a fucking fedora.
So, what do you think about the news, Nicky? He's just slapping the shit out of your back.
You remember the guy that was rubbing down Moe Green when he got it?
Yeah, did he know to get out of the way? Was that part of the thing?
Yeah, I've always thought so.
Because you could never trust an Italian fucking barber either. They put a hot towel on your face and they go in the back. You're ready to get a shave. You hear a door shut. You're like, fuck, it's over.
I'll be right back, Benny. You enjoyed a nice hot shave. Hey, where'd Tony go? Oh God, that's a good point. He just stepped back to massage.
Yeah, you never go, oh, and I accidentally shot the massage guy, but at least I got Moe Green. Moe Green was a man with a dream. I didn't ask any questions about what happened to this kid. Godfather 1 or 2?
I always confuse the two.
Yeah. Oh, really?
They blended together.
Yeah.
Well, I know they go back to Sicily in 2 and all that,
Right.
and they go back into that, but they all blend together, like the shooting at the church and
Yeah.
But to me, it's just one
It's
big
just
giant
one
movie.
big, yeah.
I've watched them so many times that they're blended in.
Do you eat when you watch a lot? I always get hungry watching The Godfather.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get starving.
Absolutely. I usually have to pay tribute to the Italians, so I have pizza rolls
Pizza rolls.
and a pizzone.
Yeah.
I think the Corleones would love the pizzone. Mama Corleone.
Yeah.
She's from like Pleasantville, the woman that
right?
played Mama Corleone.
Yeah.
Moe Green is from Boston.
Yeah.
And,
He was great. He died a couple years
Sally's
ago.
from a Boston guy, too.
Yeah.
My point is, we're very talented.
Boston, well, it is. There's a lot of great people that came out. But matter of fact, they just did the Boston Comedy Festival. They gave their Comedian of the Year to Mr. Robert Kelly. Robert Kelly. You.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you were, because they don't say it, but I have friends there. You were runner-up. You were number 2.
They had me there about 5 years ago. I did a bunch of stuff about, I don't know, minorities, and they never had me back.
Yeah.
No, I can't remember what I talked about, but Bobby Kelly, good for him.
Yes.
Robert works it hard, man. He's got a
he does.
got a wife and 3 Asian kids, so good for him. He's got a back of his neck looks like a fucking pack Fenway Franks. His cholesterol is 711 over 766.
I didn't know what it was over.
Let's go to Charlie. He wants to know what kind of cigars Ronnie is smoking. Hello, Charlie.
Hey there. Greetings from Dewey Beach, Delaware, Ron.
Well, the cigars?
Yeah, what kind of cigars you smoke?
I like a nice White Owl. I like to just, I'm
What are you,
old school
racist?
that way. I'm old school that way. It's a 25-cent cigar. Still goes for a quarter. Sawdust inside. Why, are you a big cigar smoker? Yeah. You know who's a crazy cigar smoker is Bobby Kelly.
Yeah, he keeps them in the back of his neck. It's like a humidor. He slides them right in the crevices.
Nick, this just isn't right, and you know it isn't.
His neck is a pack of fucking cigars.
Can I just say this?
Yes,
He's
sir.
a wonderful man, wonderful comedian, and he has some wonderful cigars as well.
Well, how do I by making fun of his neck doesn't mean he's not a wonderful person. Although I saw him touch a kid at the mall a couple weeks ago named Kevin.
But he touched him on his forehead.
Cigars?
Oh, you're still there. What's that?
Bill Burr, he's still smoking them, right?
Yeah.
Fucking yeah, dude. I love fucking Cubans, dude. Are you fucking nuts?
All right, my friend.
I'm trying to get you a box of cigars for Christmas.
Well, that's very nice of you. You know what? Just go into any cigar stores, go, what's the most expensive thing you got here right now? And pick them up for me, send them. And why wait till Christmas? How about a nice Halloween cigar?
Send them to 188 Avenue of the Americas, Suite 1165.
Yeah, I'll wrap them up with a bottle and cork T-shirt, too.
Oh, fantastic. It's a nice bar down in Dewey Beach, Delaware.
Thank you for the call, Charlie. I
See you,
appreciate
Charlie.
it. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, enjoy your summer, all right? By the way, you starting to believe in global warming now that it's 80-fucking-5 and it's almost
Oh, is that how
October?
we do it? We pick it?
Yeah,
when
we pick a
when it
hot
gets
day and
warm?
we go, this is global warming.
I believe something has changed. There's
Yeah,
no doubt
something's
about it. I don't know that it's so urgent that we
Yeah.
have to fucking put a carbon tax on shit and again, milk the middle class of America for the rest of the fucking world. But,
England's going to go full electric car. They say they picked a date. I don't know what it was. I think it's 2 Thursdays from now.
Which tells
It's
us
close.
us we shouldn't. Anything England does.
Well, I thought
what a
you liked that.
socialist shithole. Ugh. But
What other country do you like besides the United States, Nick?
oh,
You got
there's
some-
fucking plenty of them.
Yeah, good.
There's fucking Japan,
You love them.
fucking
Did you like them
Sweden.
during World War II?
Sweden.
My dad was stationed in Pearl Harbor.
No, I didn't like them back then.
Oh, okay.
I started liking them, I'd say around 2007.
Right then, they got great. When they started sending ball players over here.
And when people, did you know that Saudi Arabian women are going to be allowed to, did you cover that? Allowed to drive now?
No, I had no idea. They are making some real progress.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah.
Durka Durka, Muhammad Jihad, Haka Sherpa Sherpa, Bakala.
Ronnie's like a radio purist. He gets his pained look every time I hit one of these stupid buttons. I love it.
Yeah.
It's making me think twice about this is what I do when I get tired. I just start fucking
start to hit it for a while?
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's a lot. 2 hours to talk by yourself is kind of frightening.
You are, and let me tell you, Nick, and it's not I mean, anybody will say that you're one of the funniest people on the planet, yet neither one of your producers cracks a smile, no matter what you say.
No, they do.
Yeah,
I had
they
him,
do?
I had him crying the first hour tonight.
About what?
Yeah, we did the whole Saudi female driver story.
The Saudi female thing. And
then we got a little scatological.
A little scatological. And then, the Shrine Center commercials with little kids?
Yeah.
So people like you send money to people like me. And I said the kid's got his disease is Jay Leno face. He's got, and he couldn't stop laughing.
Well,
I love that little kid, by the way. I don't mean to demean a kid.
But you actually just made your face look like Leno. That's amazing.
And that's what the little kid does. He goes, I can't feel my legs. Send some fucking money, will you?
Is that a Boston face? There were other people have that besides Leno?
I don't know. I like Carrot Top. There's plenty of room for everybody.
It's amazing,
I know.
right?
I laugh all the time.
That is like a mime impersonation.
Yeah, no, Jay's one of the reasons.
You know who did? You know who would do that? And I don't know if he does it anymore. But in the '80s, I was home and I was high one night, and it was the first time I saw Jim.
Just one
Carrey.
night, man?
Yeah, it's the first time I saw Jim Carrey, and he fucking was
On
doing
the
an
Tonight
impression
Show.
of the My Three Sons. He did
The faces.
their faces.
Yes.
and I fucking started to go. I cannot believe I'm watching this.
I saw him on the Tonight Show doing
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood. This
Yeah.
is before he was really Jim Carrey.
Right.
Doing his face would transform.
And it's like, did you ever see like a political cartoon? He would do that where it looked like, okay, I'm going to do Nixon, but you don't look like Nixon, but everybody can recognize it. You know?
Right.
And that's what he would do. And I'm like, what the fuck is this even happening? You know?
I used to do that. I did Carol Channing.
That's good.
Same as my
Seriously,
Leno face.
That's fucking great.
Well, hello, Dolly.
You shouldn't be doing radio. It should just be a quiet screen where you're doing these faces and they run underneath. Jay Leno, Carol Channing.
Oh, God. Who's been on there the longest? Let's go to Jared in Nebraska. Jared, say hi to Ronnie Bennington.
Hey, Ronnie.
Hey, Jared, how
Hey,
are
buddy.
you, pal?
Good.
How you liking Nick DiPaolo's show? Is he great or what?
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
I can feel the
Hey,
excitement
Ronnie,
in your voice.
did you ever think that this channel would become the entire morning is full of faggots and Fezzi wasn't one of them?
Oh, my goodness. What does that mean? That type of talk. That type of talk makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, who are we talking about? Jim and Sam?
And Ellis.
Oh, see, you know what? Here's the thing. Because this is the same studio, I'm like, I thought you were on my channel.
Oh, that's right. You're
Yeah,
not
I
on
get
Faction.
confused with that.
You're
No,
not on Faction.
I'm not on Faction, no.
Isn't that funny? I'm
No,
a
I know
comedian.
that's what sucks.
Yeah.
You should
Why don't
be.
you move over
I
with
still
us, though,
follow you,
instead
but-
of being on Faction?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't make the calls here. I don't know. They wanted to put me on soft jazz.
Oh, that would be great for you. You're doing
They
like
would.
a West Coast cool
I don't know
jazz
what's
thing.
going on with this channel, but I mean, I loved you at 4, Nick. But
I was
now
never.
they moved you to 6.
Well, I was never at 4, but well, depending
no,
where
you were in Mountain.
Oh, you're in Nebraska. That's right, sir.
yeah.
Sorry.
Well, go to the Cool Jazz channel and just be like, you give it back.
Jazz.
Yeah. You just lay down. You know, Miles Davis first came to New York at the behest of the Bird. The fucking everything's dark while you're in here. It's just very dark. You got a candle lit.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Venus
Jared,
Flytrap.
thank you, Jared.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks for disparaging the entire mornings. Of,
I know. I didn't like that.
faction. Yeah.
I mean, we're a team here.
You get along with everybody, right?
I don't. I was attacked the first week I was on the air by Ellis's show, and they had all kinds of shit to say about
I didn't
it.
know that.
Yeah, but
But now they're like,
I just
okay.
said I don't mind that shit. I don't mind. The kid likes to get jerked off by other men, so I mean, what am I going to say? How can
Well-
I argue with that? He obviously knows what he's doing.
Yeah, it's 2017, Nick. You know,
Nah, I'm telling you, I'm headed to 42nd Street right after this.
the Deuce. We call it the Deuce back in the 70s.
I got arrested for sniffing some Citibank bike seats this afternoon.
Have you ever taken a city bike? Do you ever think to yourself, you know
Only
what,
the-
I want- yeah.
No, I would never. What is this, Beijing? I drive a car. I'm an American. For Christ's sake, that's their wet dream, De Blasio.
Yeah.
Have everybody riding to work like a fucking Beijing.
But you ever
Stupid.
notice there it's the same bike? Like no one has like a unique bike. It's the same color, the same size. I don't know where my fucking bike is.
That's how
But I
they
would
like
leave the
it.
goddamn, I guess, Chinese food store.
That's right. That's socialism, Marxism. You live
Yeah.
in mediocrity. You all have the same shoes, the same clothes. Nobody's
Yeah.
better than the other, and that's what De Blasio's shooting for.
Well, that's where we are right now with everybody having a podcast. Everybody, every listener has a podcast, and they want me to come on.
See that?
Yeah.
Well, you should be flattered by that.
Oh, I am. You know.
I got asked once, but it was a show. What was the show? Guys We Fucked, but it was two guys that were hosting the show.
It was guys we fuck.
Guys We Fucked. That's what I meant to say. God damn it. I fouled that one off.
But seriously, it was good anyway. I mean, I picked it up. I know we're a team. You know what I mean? We're a faction team. What does faction even mean?
I don't. Well, that was Jason Ellis. It's something to do with Jason, all right? Brendan, you know the history behind faction? That was his.
It was a music station. Faction was for like punk.
1/5 as funny as Ron Bennington show.
You know, this kid, you better keep an eye on him, Andy. He's got something. You
I
know what
know.
I mean?
Who, Brendan?
Yeah, Brendan has a certain something that just works.
He's got a brother doing time in Kentucky. His
Is that
nickname
right?
is Soft Serve.
What was his crime?
Littering.
He loved too hard. But
Yeah, okay, that is a crime. That is the name that can't be spoken.
Look at Ronnie. This is how we know you're a legend. There's all kinds of questions here. None of them for you, but
Right.
Maureen on line 4.
Hi.
Say hi to
Maureen.
Ronnie Bennington. He loves you.
I do. I love Ron Bennington, and I just was.
Maureen, now, you know we're doing the big Thanksgiving show, right?
Yes, and I can't wait.
Now, the thing is, it's the same time as your show. I would love to have you stop by, but I think we're starting at 7. We're ending at,
She's saying 8.
We start at 8, and we're ending at 10, and it's like literally the same time as your show, right?
And
We do the big Thanksgiving show every year.
What do you do? Have a bunch of people in?
Yeah, we have a bunch of people in. We play games. We have a lot of fun. It's at the big Hard Rock Cafe on the Deuce. But one mention, Artie's going to be there. Your old pal Artie. Anthony's going to be there. Jen and Sam. So you're invited.
I'm finding out now about it, Ronnie.
No. Well, our big problem with you is you're on the air while
It's
we're
actually a
doing
good
this.
point.
Yeah.
But we do a big Halloween show when you.
I'm gonna come in. One of the kids is going to be me. You're not. One of the kids is going to come in dressed like Darth Vader. That's me.
Harlan Williams has the best Halloween joke.
What's that?
He goes, I grew up in a very rich neighborhood in Beverly Hills. On Halloween, I got an apple with a razor in it. It was electric.
That's nice. That is nice.
All right, Maureen.
Maureen, thank you so much, darling.
Well, I'm going to come and see Nick October 6th. That's my husband's birthday, who used to be a cop on the Deuce. So see how I'm tying it all together?
Wow, he was a cop back in New York in the old days, huh?
Yeah, well, in the early 80s is when he started.
Wow, that was pretty dangerous.
So you're going to come see me at Levity Live in West
Yes, I
Nyack.
am.
Beautiful. Thank you, Maureen.
I might come up for that show, Nick. I might just come up and... You know what I mean? What I'll do is I'll be sitting there. I'll just be having a drink and just hit me with the spotlight. Ladies and gentlemen, a good friend of mine. He's here in Vegas this weekend, and I'll just stand up.
I'll do that only if you have one of those seafood towers on your table in front of you.
I'll do it. I'll just be like
3
eating.
stories of shrimp.
Yeah, right. I'll just be like eating an oyster, and I'll wave.
Everybody else eating those shitty chicken fingers.
A seafood tower. Why can't it all be on the same level on the table? Why do we have to load it up into the sky?
It's kind of insensitive after 9/11, too. You know what I mean?
Exactly. When the fucking mayor lost those towers. You got one job to do. Protect downtown, Mr. Mayor.
I'll have 2 seafood towers. Let's go to Danny in California. He wants to know where Fez is. I'm guessing he's on the Deuce dancing.
Is that what you want to know?
Hey, is this me?
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead, Danny.
I just wondering what happened with Fez.
Well, Fez is in the state of Florida. As a matter of fact, I was just literally talking to him on the way here today.
Is he doing okay?
What's that?
Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's doing
Yes,
okay.
he's
He's returning punts for the Dolphins.
Yeah, he's doing great. But yeah, he's doing good. He was at I'd never heard of this before. It was like a senior league version of wrestling, and he said Bugsy McGraw was going to be there. Bugsy McGraw was wrestling tonight, and he was at it.
Was he wearing the hat?
Yeah. So yeah, turn on. It'll be on. It's being done on a podcast right now, out of Clearwater, Florida.
All right, Danny. I got to wrap it up here. We're heading towards the end. They always want to get a few more words in.
I know.
Ronnie, I can't thank you enough. Seriously, I really didn't feel like working tonight. So
Well,
anytime,
let me tell you something. Nobody's funnier, Nick. You know
dude,
that I mean
please.
that, right?
I think we should hook up. I thought I wanted to lift this load myself for 2 hours. But
Okay. Let's go out and do some coke tonight. Everybody in? Can I count you guys in?
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's it. Thanks to the great Ron Bennington and all the callers tonight. Come out to see me Friday night at the Ridgefield Playhouse, Ridgefield, Connecticut, and October 6th and 7th, Levity Live, West Nyack. That is it. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Wash those filthy asses. Bye-bye.